Coco Gauff and Amanda Anisimova send each other letters as Galentine's Day approaches amid Middle East swing. Coco Gauff and Amanda Anisimova are currently competing on the Middle East swing of the tour. During a media day, both players exchanged adorable Galentine's Day messages. Galentine's Day, celebrated on February 18th, honors women's friendships and falls the day before Valentine's Day. Coco Gauff and Amanda Anisimova send each other heartwarming Galentine's Day messages amid Middle East swing. Gauff and Anisimova began their Middle East swing at the 2026 Qatar Open. Both players were seeded in the tournament and started their campaigns in the second round after receiving byes in the first. The two-time singles Grand Slam champion was seeded fourth and lost her opening match to lucky loser Elisabetta Cocchiaretto with a score of 4-6, 2-6. Meanwhile, Anisimova, who was seeded fifth, faced off against Karolina Pliskova in the second round. She was forced to retire from the match during the third set due to illness, with the score at 7-6, 7-6, 3, 1-4, IETD. During a media day in Doha, the WTA players were asked to send Galentine's Day messages to their tour friends. Anisimova sent a heartfelt message to Gauff, which the world number 5 described as super sweet. "Thanks, Amanda. So nice. Keep spreading the joy. From me to you. Oh, that's super sweet. I feel like Amanda's been smiling a lot more off-court. I feel like she's happier. Oh my God, my handwriting is so bad, guys," Gauff said. Leylah Fernandez also sent a message to Victoria Mboko, calling her an amazing friend and a wonderful person. From Leylah, "I like you more than pizza. I love that. You are an amazing friend and a wonderful person. Keep smiling and spreading love on and off the court. Oh, can I keep it?" Mboko said. Ahead of the 2026 Qatar Open, Gauff and Anisimova competed at the Australian Open, where they reached the quarterfinals before being eliminated by Alina Svitolina and Jessica Pegula, respectively. Where will Gauff and Anisimova compete next? Looking ahead, Gauff and Anisimova are expected to compete at the 2026 Dubai Tennis Championships, scheduled for February 15th to February 21st, 2026. The matches will be held on outdoor hardcourts at the Aviation Club Tennis Center in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. In addition to Gauff and Anisimova, players such as defending champion Mira Andreeva, Victoria Mboko, Arina Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Elena Rybakina, Jessica Pegula, Jasmine Paolini, Alina Svitolina, Ekaterina Alexandrova, Belinda Bencic, and Emma Navarro are also expected to participate in the WTA 1000 hardcourt tournament in Dubai. Last year, Gauff was seeded third at the Dubai Tennis Championships and began her campaign in the second round after receiving a first-round bye. She faced compatriot McCartney Kessler in her opening match, but lost 4-6, 5-7. On the other hand, Anisimova also faced Kessler in the first round and was eliminated 6-2, 6-3. There are moments in sport that transcend scores, points, and rankings, moments rooted in humanity, connection, and joy. In the midst of high-stakes competition on the Middle East swing of the WTA Tour, two of tennis's brightest stars paused the relentless rhythm of competition and shared something tender and unexpected, handwritten Galentine's Day letters. On February 12, 2026, with the desert sun and international attention fixed on the courts of the Qatar Open, Coco Gauff and Amanda Anisimova found themselves not just competitors but celebrants of something more profound: friendship. Love letter. What happened? A snapshot. Both Gauff and Anisimova were seeded players at the Qatar Open, entering the tournament in the second round after first-round byes. Their campaigns didn't unfold exactly as planned. Gauff exited earlier than expected, and Anisimova retired from her second-round match due to illness. But during a media day, usually reserved for predictable interviews and sponsor obligations, the atmosphere shifted. Asked to send Galentine's Day messages to fellow players, the pair embraced a lighter but deeply meaningful tradition, writing notes that celebrated their mutual respect and camaraderie. Amanda's message to Coco: "Keep spreading the joy. From me to you." Simple, sweet, heartfelt. Gauff's reaction: a genuine smile, a chuckle about her own handwriting, and an expression of appreciation for Amanda's warmth. Tulip behind the words: "Why it matters." At first glance, tennis and Galentine's Day might seem like an odd pairing. One is a global sport fueled by fierce competition. The other is a cultural celebration of friendship rooted in shared laughter and support. Yet when these worlds intersect, especially between two players who navigate the demands of travel, pressure, loss, and media attention, the moment becomes meaningful. This wasn't just playful banter. It was a reminder of shared experience. Pro players spend countless hours away from home, facing not just opponents on court but emotional fatigue and physical strain. A celebration of support over rivalry. Even as they compete at the highest level, Gauff and Anisimova showed that friendship floors the boundaries of rankings. A moment of humanity in a tense tour environment. On the same clay where matches end in heartbreak or triumph, these letters brought lightness. Walking off court with injuries, tiebreak losses, or early exits can feel isolating. But taking 2 minutes, mere breaths in the grand scheme of a season, to celebrate one another reminded everyone watching that sport is as much about people as players. Tennis racket and ball, the rhythm of the tour, between courts and camaraderie. To truly understand the resonance of Gauff and Anisimova's exchange, it helps to recognize the context of their shared environment. The tour itself. Trophy, the Middle East swing. A unique chapter. The Middle East leg of the WTA calendar, including events like the Qatar Open and the upcoming Dubai Tennis Championships, is a vivid blend of intense competition and cultural richness. For players, this stretch means adapting to travel, time zones, different fan cultures, and the pressure of late-season points, all while maintaining peak form. This is also a time when athletes reflect on the season's arc, early success, mid-season battles, and the looming run toward the year's final big events. For Gauff and Anisimova, Galentine's Day arrived amid that marathon, and their letters became a breath of fresh air. Handshake rivalry and respect, the Gauff-Anisimova story. Historically, both Americans have been known for fierce determination on court. They faced each other in competitive matches and stood as peers in an era rich with emerging American talent. But as all great rivalries often do, theirs gives way to mutual respect. Off-court, they've shared smiles, training moments, and now, heartfelt words. Their Galentine's Day exchange wasn't broadcast as a headline feud or figure of controversy. It was celebrated for its sincerity. In an era of sports where narratives often lean toward conflict or drama, this simple exchange felt refreshing.